Okay. Is the mic on? Okay. How's everybody doing? Great. So super inspiring session by Hiro and Maya Yoshida. So I actually happened to grow up in Japan and came to the US about 12 years ago. So lots of things to resonate. So super great session. So let's kick off the next session. So my name is Eugene Kawamoto. I lead the go-to-market team for Amazon Bedrock and AI services. So I work with customers and partners around the world that are building GenAI applications. So I work with CMOs, CTOs like you, both technology and business leaders to transform their business using GenAI. So first, before we start, I want to thank Kaz and his team for inviting us to this event. I've had the pleasure of working together with Kaz since he first founded his company about a decade ago. So never imagined that I'd be on stage together with him in Las Vegas in front of hundreds of customers. So super excited to be here. So, and Treasure Data and AWS also have a decade-long partnership, and we work very closely together. And I'm really happy to see what we built over the years together. So today I'd like to talk about Amazon's journey of GenAI, and in particular about AI agents. We'd like to cover some of the history behind how this technology has evolved and how Amazon is leveraging this technology to delight our customers. So let's dive in. So, when I talk with customers, the first thing that comes up is, when are AI robots going to replace humans? So the short answer is, I don't know. And but given how fast this technology is evolving, we wouldn't be surprised to see AI robots doing human tasks pretty soon. But I think it's a bit of an overstated question, as Kaz was also mentioning in his keynote yesterday. But I think the real point here is that if you're not leveraging GenAI or AI technology, you will be left behind. And I've been in this role for about 12 months. But at Amazon, we call it dog years for GenAI. So I feel like I've been doing this for over 10 years now, and I'm pretty sure you feel the same now. So at Amazon, we have multi-decades of experience leveraging AI technology, and we built our AI stack to help any builder. So if you're the most sophisticated AI data scientist, or if you're a product marketing manager that just wants quick insights to get faster go-to-market, we have a comprehensive set of tools, whether it's Amazon SageMaker, Amazon Bedrock, as well as our Q Suite, which we introduced pretty recently to get quick insights and build automation. And we make sure that we evolve around your needs. We've helped over 100,000 customers transform using AI. But today, in particular, I'd like to talk about one customer, which is Amazon.com. So from an AWS perspective, Amazon.com is one of our customers and probably one of our largest customers out there. So at Amazon, we've been inventing on behalf of our customer over the past 25 years. So some good examples are our recommendation engine that powers Amazon.com, where we sell over 4,000 products per minute. Drones that powers Prime Air delivery, where we get customers' packages on time. And then Alexa, where we help customers' needs billions of times a week, whether you're doing entertainment, shopping, or smart home experiences. And then our core logistics networks for forecasting and capacity planning, where we deliver over 1.5 million packages every day. But what's really intriguing in AI technology is how GenAI in particular has evolved over the past few years. So let's focus on GenAI and look into the trends over the past 3 years. So if you call 2023 as ground zero of GenAI, everybody was doing POCs. You're probably checking security and compliance risks, testing out things like RAG, and doing things like prompt engineering. And 2024 has really been the year of productivity. We've seen companies around the world that have started to build production environments, rapidly reducing costs and increasing productivity. And 2025 has really been the year of business value. In software development, we see the trend of vibe coding totally changing how software development is done nowadays. And we also heard about Kaz, about how he's integrating Cloud Code into Treasure Data's CDP platform today. We've seen companies and line of businesses leveraging GenAI for top-line growth. But what is really powering this technology today is the emergence of AI agents. But the question is, why are AI agents so important? So if we look back in history, this might give you a good example or a good understanding. So back in 2008, so this is 17 years ago, so I think I'm getting pretty old, but the cloud just started, and microservices started to emerge at Amazon. Cloud made it super easy to create microservices that can be connected through APIs. And because it was so easy to build new microservices, we had thousands of microservices that were emerging from grounds up at Amazon. So this chart visualizes the number of microservices we had at such an early stage of development at the cloud. So the exact same thing is happening with AI agents today. So pre-cloud, everything was built as a monolith. It took months or even years to build new applications. But with microservices, this enabled builders to create applications without interdependencies. This reduced the time to market. And now with AI agents, companies can solve problems autonomously through natural language. So you don't have to code or even understand sophisticated APIs to connect to different microservices. Agents can discover these microservices on their own through catalogs, analyze problems through reasoning, and solve their problems through various business problems. So agents are really the next architectural innovation. Foundation models have really been powering this innovation, and we see new foundation models coming out almost at a monthly pace right now. There's dramatic improvements in reasoning capabilities, and the economics of automation have shifted significantly. Price performance has improved drastically, and this is really what's accelerating the pace of agentic development right now. Gartner's predicting that by 2028, at least 15% of our daily decisions will be made by AI agents. And even at Amazon, we're seeing real-life productivity gains using agents. So our software upgrade cycle is now done through agents, replacing manual human intervention and help us reduce significant costs. A great example is Java upgrades. Once we see a security hole, we have to apply patches immediately. And this takes away time from our software developers, where they have to do manual work in order to apply these patches immediately. The result was 4,000 plus developer years saved and $260 million in annual savings. So huge savings. And more than that, it really allowed our developers to focus on their core tasks, not on mundane tasks of applying patches and doing upgrades. But when you're working around with an AI agent hammer, everything starts to look like a nail. So remember that not all customer problems needs agents. So agents are non-deterministic. If you have a static workflow or a clear output, sometimes it's just easier to code. So please remember that. However, AI agents are very good at hyper-personalization. Is it just me? Or what most customers and enterprises, employees face day in and day out with chatbots today. So this might be a great opportunity for introducing AI agents. AI agents can understand context. It has short-term and long-term memory. It remembers what your purchasing behavior was and provide a lot more personalized experience to our end customers. And we all know that personalization is expected as part of the customer experience, and consumers are more likely to consider purchasing from brands that personalize today. At Amazon, there's dozens of ways that we're actually helping customers and serve them with more personalized engagements and also improving our operations today. Some great examples are Rufus, our expert shopping assistants. So Rufus is not just trained on our product catalog, but it's trained on recommendations, FAQs, and also just internet knowledge, providing a lot more catered experience to our customers. I actually use it personally since I'm horrible at remembering product names. I just can't remember what I ordered a month or a couple months ago. So I use Rufus to ask us what I actually bought and repurchase that when I need that every time. Amazon Pharmacy is another great example. We deliver faster prescriptions and more helpful support for our customers. Amazon Ads, where we're using GenAI to deliver AI-powered image generation. And Maestro, a new playlist generator on Amazon Music today. And one of the best examples is Amazon Alexa, which just came out about 10 years ago. It's a personal assistant, and we recently introduced Alexa Plus, the next generation of Alexa. This completely was rebuilt to connect to a variety of large language models, agentic capabilities, and devices to help customers get even more things done. So Alexa Plus is proactive, and just like a real-life assistant, it improves and becomes personalized over time. We also introduced agentic AI across our seller experience. So sellers are crucial as part of the success on Amazon.com. So these are entrepreneurs that might be selling kitchen tables, mug cups, but there's also multinational big brands. They inspire us every day with their passion for creating amazing products. Our agentic capabilities are designed to work seamlessly throughout the seller experience, which means sellers don't have to do these tasks on their own, and they can collaborate with an intelligent assistant that works proactively on behalf of them. But how can other companies also build these awesome GenAI applications? To help our customers build AI applications, really our mental model is to provide a portfolio that gives you the most choice and flexibility so you can quickly build transformative experiences. So whether you're an AI data scientist or a product marketing manager, we provide a comprehensive set of tools to help you reduce the time to market. Amazon Bedrock is one of those great services that, in particular, I've been working very closely with. So Bedrock connects you to various different leading foundation models, and we partner with these foundation model providers like Anthropic, Cohere, and also provide our own foundation model called Nova, where customers have a selection of choice. A great example is Rocket Mortgage. So Rocket Mortgage has creating business value with AI agents. They had multiple different customer touch points that was confusing customers, and they want to integrate that experience using AI agents. The end result was 40,000 operating hours reduced. 70% of their services are now fully self-served, and first call resolution rates has increased by 10%. So huge productivity gain. But as we all know, the technology landscape is rapidly evolving. Model Context Protocol, or MCP, has emerged as the standard for agent-to-tool communication. More recently, A2A emerged as a protocol for agent-to-agent communication. In open source frameworks, there's also new development going on. We introduced our own Strands Agents SDK, but there's also other frameworks, including things like CrewAI, LangGraph, LangChain, Llama Index. There's so many out there today. So it's really, customers had different choice, and the technology landscape is evolving. We also understand that many customers are using different large language models. So that's why we introduced Amazon Agent Core, or Amazon Bedrock Agent Core this year, to help customers build AI agents much more rapidly and also adapt to new technology changes, and having them to pick the right open source model, and open source frameworks, whatever they choose. So I'm going to hand it over to our principal solutions architect, Ronak, that will talk further about how Treasure Data and AWS are working together to build the next generation of agents. So Ronak, come on stage.
Thank you, Eugene. That's really inspiring. I'm Ronak Shah. I'm working with Treasure Data from last 4 years. I met many of you last year too, and super excited with the innovation we are doing with Treasure Data and Amazon Bedrock. So Eugene talked about like various things, and here's Amazon Bedrock, where we try to put everything together with a large selection of LLM. Now we have more than 240 models available through Bedrock. And you saw earlier Kaz mentioning memory, so various primitive is being made available through Amazon Bedrock. But truly, let's define the agent. And there are many definitions for agent. And there are many technical ways to describe agent, right? Which is like agent takes prompts, it reasons, it plans, it calls multiple tools, and returns the output. And we kind of saw the flavor today in Kaz's demo earlier. But it boils down for me as it routes intent directly into action. Whatever that intent might be, right? I want to know who has not engaged with my website in last 30 days, who are also live in this zip code, falls in this age group, high value, gold member, just, that's my intent. And agent can take that, enable you for your next task. They also get your idea to action quickly. You kind of saw that example where you were able to build the plan, build customer persona, and so forth. So with Treasure Data, right, we take this Amazon Bedrock as a foundation, but true differentiation is bringing that data as a context, right? So there are 3 ways you can do kind of GenAI, right? You can go to some interface online and ask a question. That's very general. That's not your business focus. You can take your data to AI, or you can bring your AI to where the trusted data is. And that's what we are building with Treasure Data, where you can create true differentiation in the data you trust, goes as a context, and creates kind of output which gonna make sense to your business. Now, you can accelerate that journey with pre-built agents, like the audience agent as one example, and many agents which you saw, which are pre-built in earlier demo. Now, back in May, we were talking with Amit and Rafa and various people from Treasure Data, and we were talking like, oh, we're gonna build 20 agents. And at that time, it looked like, oh, 20 agents? And today we saw Kaz mentioning, oh, we're gonna have 50 agents. So it's really great to see that innovation and building those use cases, which accelerates really your use case. Like, this is another example where your agent is explaining your AI model's output. So creating the transparency and trust before you put something in front of your customer. Now, not every business is unique, so not every use case you have gonna be pre-built, and that's where the templates and Agent Foundry, which can help you to build something which is more tailored to you. But the question is, what would you build next? And the way I would think about this is, think about the things which are very hard to do in past. And we've been talking about one-on-one personalization, hyper-personalization, and there is always the bottleneck of, hey, where do I get that many variation of the content? Well, now, those type of use cases are possible and very easy to implement. There is another thing where you can go to your stakeholder, go in your department, and say, what do you hate most about your job? Because this answer will surprise you, because no one likes to wait for 2 weeks, create a Jira ticket for specific data access or specific SQL to be created so they can query multiple data sources and get to your next action. There is also another question where, what busy work you would love to never do again? And you'll find many different examples about this. And that's what gets you going on, hey, what agent I'm going to build next? Now, whether you're startup, enterprise, individual creator, or a marketer, AWS AI and generative AI services provide the tools to build, scale, and transform your ideas into impactful solution. AI that can reason, plan, and act anonymously across multiple systems. The question isn't whether AI agent will transform your business. The question is, who will seize this moment? AWS, with partners like Treasure Data, is ready to get on this journey with you, ready to partner with those leaders today. The opportunity is here. Together, we can realize the benefit of AI transformation, AI revolution that's taking place now. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day at CDP Wall.